You can tell almost everything about a person's bank account by where they go to relax. Not what they post, where they actually go. The beach they choose, the hotel they book, the way they spend a single free week. It quietly reveals a number they'd never say out loud. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to guess someone's income just by hearing where they went last summer. The Broke Getaway. The Broke Getaway isn't really a vacation. It's an escape with a return date and a shrinking bank balance. This is the trip taken not because the money is there, but because the burnout finally won. The budget is whatever is left after rent, which means the destination is usually a friend's couch 3 hours away, or a campsite, or a hometown that technically counts as getting away. The Broke Getaway runs on borrowed time and occasionally a borrowed car. The photos still look happy because the one thing this trip has in abundance is the sheer relief of being anywhere else. It's proof that the urge to escape shows up long before the ability to afford it. The budget traveler. The budget traveler has less money than almost everyone else on this list, and somehow sees more of the world than most of them. This is the person who turns a small amount of cash into a suspicious number of stamps in their passport. They fly the airline with no free seat selection, sleep in hostels with strangers who become friends, and eat where the locals eat because it's cheaper, not because a magazine told them to. What separates the budget traveler from the Broke Getaway is intention. They're not escaping, they're optimizing. Every dollar is stretched until it screams, and they'll happily tell you at length exactly how they did it for less than you'd believe. The middle-class vacation. The middle-class vacation is the one most people picture when they hear the word. It's planned months in advance, saved for on purpose, and built around 1 or 2 weeks a year when the time off finally lines up. This is the resort with the wristband, the theme park with the 4-hour lines, the beach town with the reasonably priced hotel a short walk from the water. The middle-class vacation is defined by a single quiet tension, the desire to relax completely while still keeping one eye on the total. Nobody checks the bill more carefully than someone who worked all year to afford not checking it. It's a real reward, earned honestly, and haunted gently by the price of the minibar. The upper middle escape. The upper middle escape is where money stops being the main character. This traveler still notices the cost, but it no longer decides the trip. They fly further, stay longer, and book the room with the view instead of the room near the ice machine. This is the international flight taken without a spreadsheet, the boutique hotel chosen for its design, the dinner reservation made weeks ahead because the restaurant matters more than the receipt. The upper middle escape is the first tier where the vacation is about the experience itself rather than the achievement of affording it. The money is present, but it's finally quiet. The affluent trip. The affluent trip is where convenience becomes the entire point. At this level, the traveler isn't paying to go somewhere. They're paying to skip everything unpleasant about getting there. The premium cabin, the private transfer, the hotel that remembers their name from last time. What makes the affluent trip different is that time, not money, becomes the currency being protected. They'll spend freely to avoid a layover, a line, or a single wasted afternoon. The destination matters, but the real luxury is the total absence of friction. For the affluent traveler, the ultimate souvenir is a week where nothing went wrong and nothing had to be waited for. The rich vacation. The rich vacation quietly stops looking like a vacation and starts looking like access. This is the villa instead of the hotel, the chef instead of the restaurant, the destination that doesn't appear in any brochure because you have to know someone to book it. The rich don't travel toward crowds, they travel away from them. Privacy becomes the premium, and the best trips are the ones nobody else can buy their way into. A single week here can cost more than most people's cars, and the entire point is that you'd never guess it from the photos because there usually aren't any. The rich vacation is measured not in what it costs, but in who else isn't allowed to be there. The wealthy retreat. The wealthy retreat is where the vacation stops being a place you go and becomes a place you own. At this level, the trip doesn't require booking anything because the destination is already theirs. The second home in the mountains. The beach house that sits empty 10 months a year, the apartment in a city they visit twice. The wealthy don't rent the experience. They hold the asset and enjoy it on the side. What separates this tier is permanence. Everyone else's vacation ends at checkout. Theirs simply pauses until the next time they feel like returning. The retreat isn't an event on the calendar, it's a key already in their pocket. The ultra-rich non-vacation. The ultra-rich non-vacation is the strangest one on the list because at the very top, the vacation disappears entirely. When you can go anywhere at any moment with no cost you'd ever notice, the whole idea of a special trip loses its meaning. There's no saving up, no time off to protect, no contrast between work and escape, because the line between the two dissolved a long time ago. The private island isn't a getaway, it's a Tuesday. The yacht isn't a splurge, it's just where the meeting happens to be. For the ultra-rich, leisure isn't a destination they travel to. It's a background setting the rest of their life quietly runs on. And that, more than any price tag, is the real difference money makes. Please subscribe.